I'm still on this Supreme Court case. So we got a Supreme Court case with this transgender thing, and this other case where they're trying to I think it's about the pharmaceutical drugs, where you just keep on having these crazy people as if they haven't been around for like the last 10 years, and they're like, I can't believe you're asking me I mean, it's like at least think about it. Didn't you, it's like they did no prep work. They went up there and they thought the best thing they could do to win their case is to sit there and act like they don't know what they're talking, like as though they don't know what the other person's talking about, when they're just like asking normal questions. I mean, it's just, that doesn't seem like a winning strategy. I don't know who is advising these people, but I don't know. Anyways, I'm still ranting on it. This one's not as, we'll see. So the plaintiffs, so in the Supreme Court one, I think it's like the craziest scenario where you've got the men that are claiming to be women so that they can compete in the women's sports, which seems like a slam dunk case. That's the most obvious case where okay, that totally doesn't work, right? So it seems like I don't think they have a chance at all to win on that. So it's almost like a spectacle at this point. It seems to me. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But I mean, if you can't even take steroids, you would think, having testosterone pumping testicles would be a problem. Or that's just, I don't know. Barry Bonds was getting in trouble for no reason, apparently, compared to today's standards. Anyway, the plaintiffs in the Supreme Court case arguing a man can be a woman keep saying the logic is clean as a whistle. The logic here is clean as a whistle. Their whole case hangs on it. Clean as a whistle, Your Honor. Crystal clear. Simple. So I'm like, cool, show me the whistle. Let's see the whistle defense. And they're like, behold. And they hold up this thing, this whistle that is half buried in mud, like a lost bar fight with a swamp. This whistle that looks like it just crawled out of the bayou asking for spare change. I'm staring at it like, that's your whistle? That's the thing that's supposed to be clean? They blow into it, and instead of a whistle, it just goes blur. And it's like blowing a gopher trying to do a beatbox, and the plaintiffs don't even flinch. They don't even flinch. They're smiling proudly, like, see, I told you, it's the cleanest whistle you ever seen. Argument is clean as a whistle, clean as a dude. The whistle has tetanus. The whistle needs therapy. That whistle has seen Vietnam, for crying out loud. It's not clean. It is not. It is not whistling. It is gargling for its life. It sounds like a bathtub drain going through a breakup. But the plaintiffs are still standing there like, Your Honor, if this whistle wants to identify as clean, then it is clean, and you must accept the whistle's truth. Meanwhile, the whistle is literally coughing up mud clumps like it just tried to swallow a garden, for crying out loud. I'm like, dude, at this point, the gargle is cleaner than the argument. But whatever. They insist the whistle is not a whistle anymore. The whistle is not a whistle. No. According to them, this muddy, gargling dirt tube is actually a clamshell. The whistle is a clamshell, okay? They say it with a straight face, even. They say, it's amazing to me. It's amazing to me. They could just say it up there with a straight face. They don't even crack a smile or anything. It's like, I don't know how they train for this, right? Okay, so the clamshell, Your Honor, it's a female clamshell. Always has been. It's not a whistle. And I'm like, dude, let's be honest. The whistle has big dude energy. You're holding up the most masculine safety device ever made and calling it a clamshell, for crying out loud. They're shaking their heads, correcting me. No. That is a clam presenting whistle. assigned whistle at birth, but retroactively validated as a clamshell. And then they blow into it again, and it's still going blarg, like it's begging for a lifeguard. But the plaintiffs are clapping like it just hit the Colin Dion's high note. That's the sound of a clamshell living its truth, man. That's the sound of a clamshell. Because if you point at the muddy whistle and call it a clamshell, the only thing clean in the courtroom is the delusion, okay? I don't know. I think my analogy went a little weird on that one. I feel like I could have, whatever.